All right, so here we are with the Game Boy Advance SP. This is the 001 model. Just take a look at this screen. I'm gonna play it for a little bit. See if you can get a good look at that screen. If I'm playing weird, it's because of the way I have this positioned so I can record. And this, this screen, I have the light on here in my room, and I also have a lamp on my desk. It's not making it any easier. So all right, run. Okay. All right. So when I get down here, I'm going to stop and I'm going to grab another GBA. Got the map. Sucker. Oh. See what happened? That happened to me that time. And then he killed me. All right. So let's grab that other GBA. Save. Quit. All right, let's grab another one. Next up, GBA SP 101. You can immediately see the difference between the screens here. This one has two brightnesses. That other one only has light on and light off. Now, if we hit this, it'll get brighter, but we don't need it to get brighter. So you can see that relatively good from here. So here we are, starting off the same space. You can already tell this is looking much better. Yeah, I would say, man, if this is all you have, then you're doing pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong any way you go with a GBA SP. It beats the days of having to use a worm light to play. Oh, there we go. All right, so that is the 101 screen. So let's move on to the next one. Here we have a GBA IPS display. Now you can't immediately tell on this video that this screen is much better than the 101 screen, because I mean it almost looks the same, but here's where it differs. This one has, I think, 15 levels of brightness. So this is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then back to 1. So this is the dimmest that it gets, and you really only need this thing at about 4 or 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Or you could even go lower than that, but that's all you really need. But you know, it all depends. I mean, if you're in a well-lit room, that's all you really need. But you know, if you're in a dark car or something on a road trip, dark plane, dark bus, dark train, then yeah, you can definitely turn it up. Here we go, starting from the same place. Oh, this one also has, let me get out of there before that guy annihilates me. So this one I can hit the on-screen display and we can mess with the color palettes. Let's do it again. See, there's pixel effect. There's 4 different pixel effects. And then I don't know what this FRM, I think it's something to do with frames. I don't know what that one does. But let's go back to color modes. So this has a few different color modes. You can change the palette there. There's 8 color modes, and this is back to the original one. So if you just leave that on-screen display alone for a few minutes, it'll go away. And on here, if you just press and hold it, it'll bring it back up. And you can change the brightness there too. So there's the brightness levels. See, we're back to 5. And just let it sit for a second. And it's gone. All right, so this one may be too bright for the camera. Those guards are not really paying attention. They see you, they'll come after you, but they're also not really paying that much attention. They'll just walk right by you like nothing's going on. Just like that. I even hit him and he's still not paying me attention. That's okay. All right. Dead. Anyway, so that's number 3. Let me grab one more. This is the Anbernic 35XX. No, it's RG35XX SP, but we're just gonna call it the Anbernic SP. Pretty much has the same form factor as the GBA. It's just slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. Let me zoom out there so you can see it a little better. There you go. Slightly bigger. This one is a Chinese handheld emulator. So this is going to emulate a lot of systems, but the main thing I have it for is GBA games. The only thing I really bother playing on there is GBA games, because I mean, look at it, it's a GBA. So the Anbernic here, let me get this set up really quick. There we go. I have to lean it up a little bit so you can see the screen. So the Anbernic here has, I believe it has an IPS screen, so it's going to be about the same screen that I have in this one. But you know, it's a little bit bigger. It's actually emulating this little banner that this screen has, the GBA SP. That's part of the screen. It's just putting it up there so the screen is about the same size as the GBA screen. Yeah. So, like I said, any way you go with a GBA, even this Anbernic GBA, this one is going to run you about 60-70 bucks depending on where you get it. It may go up to 80 depending on where you get it, but this thing, like I said, I just use it for GBA games, but this thing will play pretty much anything up to Dreamcast. It'll play a few Dreamcast games. It won't play the full library, but it'll play the full library of NES, SNES, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear. Yeah, it plays a lot. Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah, anything handheld emulators you can think of. It'll even play some PSP games. So, like I said, this is not a bad deal if that's the way you want to go. Now, you know, with these, you're going to be stuck to your GBA cartridges unless you have a flash card. a flash card like a easy flash like this, then you'll have a bunch of games on there. So here's your Anbernic SP, your SP with a IPS screen in it. Here is your 101 model. I don't have another Zelda cartridge, so we're just going to throw a Final Fantasy in here. And here is your 001 model. Let me mess with that zoom a bit. There you go. These two screens on this video look similar. This one being the worst out of the bunch. But, like, you know, if push came to shove, you can play with this. And you'll have a good time playing it. It'll play all your games. It does have a light, so, you know, it's not like you're playing with this. This, you'd have to get a worm light. There's no backlight. This is a bad way to play. So I would say whichever one of these you were to pick up, you're not going to have a bad time. Now, I would recommend somewhere around this area, because I just, you know, the backlight and the colors are a little washed out on this to me. But if this is all you have, by all means. But over here, you're good to go. If you can find an original GBA SP 101 model, you're good to go. If you can't, and you can find one of these, you can make it into one of these. All you have to do is order the screen online. The screen costs you about, but I would say, depending on where you get it from, between $50 and $70. And they make them now so there's no soldering. All you have to do is take it out, replace the screen, put it back together, done. And this, like I said, between $50 and $80, depending on where you get it from. If you get it off like AliExpress or somewhere like that, it's going to be on the low end, around in the 50s. But if you get it on Amazon, it's going to be in the 80s. So that's up to you. Now, this, I know these are going on Facebook Marketplace for probably around 80 to 100. These are going like 100 to 120. These, after somebody has put it together and modded it, depending on how much mods they have done to it, these are going for about $2 to $250, depending on how much they've done to it. This one, I would sell this one right now for $230. Got the new screen in it, new shell, new buttons, new battery, and I have changed the charging port to USB-C. So I would sell this one right now for $230. Well, that's it. That's all I have for you. Like I said, anywhere you go, if you can get any model of these, you're good to go. So, all right, so just take a look at those screens and you make your decision as to which way you want to go. All right, thanks. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. My name is Phil, and I am the Old and Nerdy Gamer.